Obviously, it's been a point of emphasis for Jacques talking about wanting more aggression in the passing lanes and creating more turnovers. Was this understanding that that Miami team was a little shorthanded, but was this kind of a model for how you guys want to look defensively toward that end?
I mean, I think so. We held them under 100 points. And usually everybody get 120 on us. So, you give yourself a chance to win anytime in the NBA you hold somebody under 100 or right around 100.
Spencer, two straight double-doubles for you. How are you feeling more comfortable with this unit? Obviously, down Ben or whatever, but how are you feeling comfortable just with your role and what you've been bringing to this team these last few games?
Oh, no, we miss Ben a ton. We can't wait for him to get back. And obviously, CJ's coming in, scoring the ball at a high level. Dose kept up his ability to shoot the three at a high level. And obviously, Mikal being number one option has been big time for us. So, it's been nice to see.
What about you, though? How are you feeling comfortable just with you've been doing seeing the floor these last two games with your two double-doubles?
Just trying to adapt and, assists are a thing that happen when your teammates make shots. So, very thankful for them.
Have you noted either teams defending you a different way the last, 4, 5, 6 games, or have you made any specific adjustments to the way they're defending you the last 4 or 5 games?
No, I mean, early in the season, I think a lot of teams are trying to find their footing. A lot of teams throw different defenses out there. And so it's just trying to be able to count on the fly. And again, like I said, we have some of the best in the business of doing that. I think CJ and Mikal, the twins, are two extremely high IQ basketball players who have been in the finals. Dorian, same type of cloth as them, obviously. And then, Nick, he's a phenomenal safety valve, phenomenal defender, always in the leader of field goal percentage on the team. And then, once we get Ben and Cam Thomas back, I think it'll be a formidable group for sure.
Spence, you're now 5th in assists in all-time Nets history. How does it feel to reach that milestone?
Shout out Joe Harris. I think he probably got more of them than anybody. Him and Jared Allen, and from the past group, and then I would say probably Nick from this group. So, without those three, especially Joe Harris, definitely Joe Harris.
And you're also one of 3 players to have 1,500 assists and 500 threes. Just how do you reflect on this point of your career to be able to come back to the Nets and reach these milestones?
Oh, it just means I'm old, man. That's what we've been talking about since I got back, right? How old I am. So, those are cumulative awards for an old man.
You mentioned just the team missing Ben, but kind of in that point with him being a big void, just I guess how important has it been for you to kind of step up as the floor general? Just how much pride do you take in that, and how important is it to the team to have you do that?
Oh, I can't replace Ben. You know what I'm saying? This team will go as far as Ben and Mikal, and we'll see CJ, obviously, as the Twins take us, and then obviously with Cam Thomas stepping up and being a huge revelation would be bad because we know he can get buckets with the best of them, but just a huge scoring prowess, right? As for me, like I said, I try to fill in whatever role happens. Tonight we were making shots, so just trying to find people. It's pretty much that simple. When those guys come back, we'll see what happens.
You look like you've had an improved connection with Nick on some of the lobs this year. Just you talk a little bit about he's obviously known as a defensive force, but some of what he's been able to bring to his game offensively, and kind of where you could see him taking that aspect of his game.
Oh man, I mean, he'll hate me for saying this, but. I mean, obviously we know he's not the best shooter in the world. But other than that, I mean, there's nothing on offense that he really can't do. I think you've seen, even in this game, he pushed it coast to coast, found a guy, I'm saying, in the corner for a 3, or it might have been a pitch back for a 3, which is big time. He's gone coast to coast, made plays. He catches in the pocket, can, make plays off the dribble there, whether it be scoring, finishing over, spin move, hook shots, or, finding guys if the help collapses. Obviously, offensive rebounding, finishing plays off the lob, off the pocket pass, et cetera. He's been one of the most talented guys, if not the most talented guy on the team for a long time. And he just can do a lot of different things. I mean, even when we talk about defense, he can switch 1 through 5, get out, guard in space. Obviously, we know who he is as a rim protector, rebounder. Again, he can do basically all pieces of the game besides shoot. And as a center, you don't really necessarily need that. So, he's a truly complete player, and he makes life easy on all of us, both offensively and defensively. And like I said, a lot of times finishing these plays, whether it be pocket passes or lobs.
Do you are you a big believer in momentum over the course of the season, carrying over from game to game? And if you are, could you speak to the importance of, considering you were on a 3-game losing streak, getting right here in Barclays and using this homestand to get right?
Yeah. I mean, momentum's definitely a thing. The psychology of a group is, and the confidence of a group is probably the biggest keys to any team, right? Like, you got to believe and have a certain level of will to be successful in this league. So breaking the losing streak, understand we took a couple of tough losses, being a little resilient, and hopefully, getting some of that momentum going forward.